4 months old. That's how early you can tell if a person is gonna be shy or not. How? In 1987, Jerome Kagan discovered that babies who become agitated when they hear or see new things usually turn out to be shy kids. Shy kids turn into shy adults. And only about 17% of these adults manage to decrease their shyness over time. That's because the classic methods don't really seem to work. You have to look at the root of the problem. There are 2 big factors that drive your shyness. The first reason is the genetic predisposition. We take about 30 to 50% of our shyness from our family. You can't really do much about this one. The second is lack of practice. You don't know how to interact correctly, and this makes the interaction even scarier. The first step, learn where you should open up conversations with people. Take a look at this. This is a general social map made by Vanessa Van Edwards. We have the start zone, social zone, and side zone. Here, people are agitated and have their heads full of random thoughts. They will brush you off immediately. Here, close friends or couples usually retreat to talk more privately. Maybe not the best place to approach people. And here is where you want to be. People are open to socializing even with strangers, but here comes the crucial question. Do you really need to get louder and more extroverted to meet new people? Hell nah! 16 years ago, Dr. Bernardo Carducci published a game-changing study. He took 158 shy people and asked them, how do you deal with your social shyness? These are the top 5 answers. Trying to get more extroverted by force, trying to think more positively, educating themselves to be more extroverted, seeking professional help, and using alcohol in social settings. All of these methods were proved to be incomplete, self-defeating, and potentially dangerous. But wait a second. What's the point of watching this video if learning to be extroverted makes things worse? Well, that's it. You don't need to become an extrovert. You have to play the cards that were given to you. You see, it was proven that shy people are better at reading social cues. So you're actually able to find the perfect social windows in which you can open an interaction. Here's an example of how these social cues should look like. These examples also come from Vanessa Van Edwards. But now that you know where and when to start an interaction, how do you actually do it? You need the correct body language. Before you start talking with someone, raise your hand in the air to signal that you're gonna interact with them. Also, try to approach them from a place where they can see you coming. Don't just pop out randomly out of nowhere. That would be weird, right? And keep in mind basic social cues, gesticulating, eye contact, smile, etc. But now that you successfully opened the interaction, what the hell should you talk about? Well, I'm gonna link a video in which I discuss how to talk to anyone at the end of this one. But the biggest obstacle in meeting new people isn't your technique, it's your anxiety. And it's all connected to the vicious cycle of shyness. If you don't have this, which we talked about earlier, you have this. Take a look. This is a Siberian tiger entering a cage with normal tigers. Since he's the biggest one there, all the other tigers are scared of him. This one even shows his belly, his most vulnerable part. It's like saying, look chief, I'm not a threat. Here's my vulnerable side. You can kill me anytime you want, but please don't. You see, your brain is adapted to ancient times. Back then, every move was judged, especially by the ones higher in power. So when your brain thinks that you are a low-status individual, it makes you adopt a negative behavior like avoiding to speak, avoiding eye contact, crossing your legs, and sitting hunched. How can you fix it? First, you can calm yourself down with this breathing technique. Then you have to rebuild up your confidence brick by brick using the social anchoring strategy. Basically, we feel safer when situations are more predictable. For example, if you go and introduce yourself to a girl, the situation is scarier because you don't know how she will react. She's not interested! She could be happy, bored, or offended. Too many variables. But if you just make eye contact with her, the outcome is predictable. When you become comfortable with that, you can level up a bit. Maybe eye contact and a smile. But if you're an introvert, don't try to wink at her or anything unnatural for you. Remember, this exercise is for you to get your confidence back, and forcing yourself into extroversion only makes things worse. Now, for some of you, even making eye contact with a girl might might seem hard to do. That's because over time you stepped into the reinforcement of shyness stage. From now on, it's pretty hard to get out. That's why I have to talk about the man who beat all the odds when it comes to turning shyness into pure confidence. Mahatma Gandhi. As a kid, he would run home from school to avoid speaking with anybody. And as a lawyer, he would lose an easy case just because he was too shy to question a witness. But everything changed when he became 24 years old. Back then, Gandhi bought a first-class train ticket. But a white passenger started to complain. "How can an Indian be in the first class with us?" Gandhi tried calming him down, but he was too shy to fight back. The white passenger eventually called the railway officer, who threw Gandhi off the train into the cold night. That moment changed him. He started to question himself. Is my shyness really a curse or a blessing that I can use as a shield? So he started to use his flaws as advantages. He was an overthinker, so every night he would review his interactions from the day. Who did he meet? How did he speak? How did they react? This strategy helped him build up his courage and social charisma to the point that he managed to speak in front of a crowd made of 200,000 people. So if you're really shy, use your overthinking superpower to analyze the moments when you said something awkward, learn from them, and never make those mistakes again. But you know, even though Gandhi became a worldwide figure in terms of confidence, he never really got over his fear of small talk. He was great at deep talk, but horrible at small talk. Unfortunately for Gandhi, he didn't have a video like this to help him.